My name is Tamara T, and today we are going to talk about why your Amazon PPC campaigns are not converting into sales. I know how frustrating it can be if you are someone who is trying to profit from your Amazon PPC campaigns right now, but you are just not making any sales from them. So I will go over all of the most common reasons why you are not getting sales. The top reason why you are not getting sales through your Amazon PPC campaigns is because you have a saturated product. Now, we all know what saturated products are. Saturated products have too much competition. When your product has way too much competition on Amazon and you are trying to sell your product, trying to compete with many of the bigger sellers, nobody is going to buy your product because you are completely new to that niche. There are already a ton of experienced sellers selling the exact same thing. Therefore, nobody is going to buy your product. Also, it's very difficult to rank products to page 1 for any product that is saturated. So what is an example of saturated product? Well, cell phone cases are definitely saturated, jade rollers are saturated, baby bibs are saturated. A lot of different types of clothing are also saturated. There are some unique types of clothing in the clothing category that work really well. I know one of my students is absolutely killing it in the clothing category, but his product is pretty unique. So you first have to ask yourself and to find out, is your product saturated? Does it have a good amount of demand? The type of product that you should be selling on Amazon FBA is a product that has enough demand so people will pay for your product, but not an overly amount of crazy demand where you are competing with way too many sellers. So let's take the cell phone case, for example. If we take the cell phone case and we look it up on Amazon.com, type it into the Amazon search bar, take out your Helium 10 Chrome extension, hit on Amazon product research using X-ray right here. There are so many ways to tell that this product is saturated. You guys should be doing a quick search on your product as well to identify, is it saturated? Does it have enough demand? There is a strategy that I teach here that will tell you quickly whether or not your product is too saturated or has a good amount of demand. Now, I don't want to go through every single little thing here because it will take me a few hours to teach you, is this product saturated? But if we quickly just look at the cell phone case and we do a keyword search using magnet in Helium 10, you can tell that all of the keywords related to a cell phone case are very crazy high in search volume. There are specific numbers in search volume for the most specific types of keywords that you should be targeting in your campaigns and when you select a product, so you don't end up with a product that is overly saturated. Anyway, a lot of you guys should know the steps on already how to do this, but this is one of the most top common reasons. You have a product that is way too saturated and therefore it's impossible to rank and impossible to compete with what is already on the market. Before we get into the next reason why you are not getting sales through your Amazon PPC campaigns, you have to remember that saturated products are going to be very difficult to run using PPC sponsored ads because there are already so many other sellers advertising their cell phone case right here. We are just using the cell phone case as an example. I'm sure many of you are not selling a cell phone case, but there are so many ads running for cell phone case and other keywords related to a cell phone case already, which makes it very difficult for you to bid on the keywords and to get your ad up here onto page 1. If you are running a manual PPC campaign, it may cost a lot and your ACoS is going to be through the roof because there are already so many different sellers trying to get their ad up here on page 1. The second reason why you are not getting sales through PPC is because you are using the wrong choice of keywords. Let me explain this one in further detail. So if you are trying to run PPC and you are trying to run a manual PPC campaign, maybe it's a broad phrase or exact match campaign. By the way, if you don't know what these types of keywords mean, then make sure you watch this video right here. I did this video in the past where I explained the different types of keywords, broad, phrase, and exact. But getting back on topic, if you are trying to run a manual PPC campaign, but you are targeting the wrong choice of keywords, you will never make any sales. So if we go back to our cell phone case example right here, yes, you may be selling a cell phone case, but you have to be very specific. I cannot stress that enough. So if you are selling a cell phone case for only an iPhone 8, for example, then maybe you should only target keywords that are related to iPhone 8, not iPhone 11, not iPhone 7, because the more specific that you get, the better type of customers you will attract through your ad. So if you are running, let's say, an exact match campaign and you are targeting a very broad keyword such as iPhone case, well, if I am a customer, I could be shopping for a different type of iPhone case for an iPhone 11 or an iPhone whatever else model there is out there, right? But if you are very specific with your targeting, then you will only capture customers who are only looking for an iPhone 8 cell phone case. Therefore, your chances of making sales is that much greater. Same idea if you are selling a children's toy. And let's say it is a kid's play tent, but you are targeting just play tent. Well, there are so many different types of play tents. There are play tents that are pink, play tents that are for girls, play tents for boys, or a special themed play tent. So what I am trying to say is you need to get very specific with your keywords. Be specific. The more specific you are in choosing keywords from your advertising search term reports, the better it is for you to make sales because they are very targeted, and your customers searching these very specific keywords on Amazon are more in the mindset of actually buying something. They are not just browsing for a random cell phone case. The next reason you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing this from me, but that is you are not optimizing every day. So what happens with a lot of new Amazon sellers, and I do not blame you because you are completely new to the game. This is something that I did as well, and that is not optimizing and checking your campaigns daily. You see, when you put in money into your PPC campaigns, it's going to run through the whole day. So if you put in $50, it's going to run throughout the whole day. And if you choose to go on vacation, if you choose to just leave your campaigns running, do not look at them, and you forget about them, it's going to continuously spend your money on keywords that don't even convert. If you are constantly spending your money on bad choice of keywords that customers are searching and not converting into sales, you may as well burn your money. So what you should be doing is looking at your advertising search term report once per day. Now, I know that some coaches may say that looking at your search term report once a day is a lot, but it's not. Because if we use this example right here, this is my dummy search term report that I use for teaching purposes in my FB winners course. I am trying to sell a shark tooth necklace. But as you can see, people are searching very broad terms like boys jewelry, tiger teeth, and it has nothing to do with a shark tooth necklace. Therefore, I am wasting money. Let's see how much money I spent on these two keywords. I spent 64 cents, right? No, I spent $3.81. And this one, for this keyword, I spent 36 cents. Now, if I were to add up a lot of the costs here on how much money I've spent, and let's pretend that I did not make any sales from a lot of these keywords because they were either bad keywords or keywords that were not specific to my product, like boy jewelry, I'm just burning money here right now, right? So this is why it's so important to look at your keywords once per day. That's it, just once per day. And make sure that you are optimizing. Make sure you know how to optimize and when to put keywords into the negative exact and negative phrase. I did a video right here where I explained how to optimize PPC campaigns. If you guys want to see another tutorial on how to optimize your keyword data, then just drop me a comment in the comments section below of this video, so at least I know you are interested in learning more about PPC. So that is why. It's because you are not optimizing your campaign daily. If you guys are enjoying this video, make sure you help me give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell so you get notified on your phone every single time I post a new video. The fourth reason why you are not getting sales through PPC is because your keyword bids are too low, which equals to no impressions, which equals to 0 sales. Now, keyword bidding, there is a strategy that I like to use and I like to teach for this. Long story short, if your keyword bids are too low, nobody is going to see your ad. If you are bidding too low, your ad is probably going to sit on like the bottom of page 20, for example, maybe, or page 7 or whatever. Your ad is going to be so far down the pages that nobody is going to see your ad. So if nobody sees your ad, how can you make any sales? Now that is only if you are choosing to bid super low. I don't have an exact amount of how much you should be bidding for your keywords because we have to analyze your product first and analyze all of the keyword data before we can make a suggestion. When I say we, I say myself and my team, but it depends on what types of keywords you are trying to run, and it depends on what your product is. But anyway, if your keyword bids are too low, you're not going to get any impressions, right? We are sitting way on the bottom here somewhere. And if your competitors are bidding higher than you, then they are outbidding you and nobody can see your ad as well. That's why you need to know how to properly bid for all of your keywords and how to bid a good amount in your automatic campaign so you can start gathering organic keyword data from your customers to build out your manual PPC campaign. You want to do an automatic campaign first and bid a good amount, and then build your manual PPC campaign with all of the good keywords from your automatic campaign. I hope I did not confuse you there. So make sure you know how to adjust your keyword bids. Keyword bidding is not something that you have to adjust on a daily basis, I would say, but every few days you should analyze your bids and look at the outcome. What is your ACoS? Because depending on what your ACoS is and what you are trying to achieve through a specific campaign, you may need to adjust your keyword bids. For those of you who are newbies watching me right now, new to selling on Amazon FBA, I'm talking about this bid section right here. Make sure you know when and how to adjust these keyword bids. And this is something you have to experiment with, I feel, because we all sell different products. We all have different types of campaigns and keywords running. So you must know when to adjust this bid. Amazon will always give you a suggested bid, but I never really like to use the suggested bid if I am trying to launch my product. When you are launching your product, you want to bid a little more aggressively. When you are more in maintenance mode, if you have already launched your product, but you still want to run PPC to profit through your keywords, then that is the only time I would consider the suggested bid and test out the other bids that they are recommending you for your other keywords. So the last reason why you may not be getting any sales is that you are simply just guessing your way through this business and guessing your way through launching your product using Amazon PPC ads. You cannot be guessing because I see a lot of people guessing in my Facebook group, and I just feel so bad for them because if you don't know how to properly launch your product using Amazon PPC, you can say bye-bye to your whole entire business. You are just wasting money if you don't learn this properly. I do have a free Amazon PPC playlist on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. If you are ready to level up and to properly learn how to launch your product step by step with proven strategies, then you can check out my advanced PPC course that I am going to link below of this video. You see, when you don't know what you are doing, you may end up with really bad results like what you see right here. 100% ACoS, 123% ACoS, 135% ACoS, and over 600% ACoS. And this is just money going down the drain. So don't do this. It's just a waste of your time and a waste of your money. Please learn to do this properly so you guys can have faster results and faster success and make money much faster. I hope this video has helped you today. If you guys need any more help, then just drop me a comment below. Stick around for my next YouTube video because I will be teaching you guys more about Amazon PPC.